Hello, everyone. Welcome to AlphaWisdom at Mystic Cassandria, and this is lesson 165. We're talking about analyzing a palm. And I've introduced two things that we haven't talked about, and we're still talking about the headline again. There's a lot to be said about all the lines, but the headline is involved at this time. Okay, let's get started. All right. As you see on the sheet before it's removed, it says analyzing a man's palm. Try to find signs of the person's character and how he deals with, or she, with the environment. The hand shows insight and focus and a free-spirited personality. And that applies to all hands in their own way. Okay? So let me remove this and let's take a look at the example we're talking about today. Okay? I think we can see this all right. Let's pull it down a little bit. Yeah, very good. All right. I hope we could see this. I think that's a little better. Yeah. Okay. Now, as you see, we're going to be talking about the headline. The hotline is there just to show where it's located, and you have a lifeline just to show the location here. It plays a part in today's lesson, and also the fate line, which is important in here, and this line right here, which is called a health line. It's also a Mercury line, but not when it looks like this. So there, some of the lines have more than one name, okay? But the characteristics of the line today indicates we refer to it as the health line, okay? So we have the headline. As you can see, it's long, it's dominant, seems to stand out, but it has several lines that seem to be crossing lines. These are called crossing lines because they do cross over. And when something is wrong with that area, it tends to, let's say if you're doing timing, trying to tell how old a person is, it tends to disrupt the timing. Instead of it being like 29, it may be 30 or 31. So that's an interruption of the time. Okay. So we're looking at the fate line. And here's the fate line. These lines here. They're usually going and they head toward this finger. But this thick health line interrupts and just literally barrels through. So it stops this. It stops this one. But it continues on. So we will focus more primarily on this one. I say this one because it's longer. It seems like the person had settled into some kind of job. And for some reason, maybe there were problems on the job, but he was ill. He is not in the best of health, or it could be a she there, okay? So they stay home and try to get that energy going on again. Being home, because this may be a person who's very active in the work that they did, it becomes a feeling of being let down, somewhat depressing because they're not in control. Now, let's look over here. First off, we're looking at the headline. Headline starts over here. It's joined to the lifeline. And look at what it says. Headline then dips. There it is. It's dipping. And that's unusual. We don't usually see that. It can occur, though. It can occur when there's illness. When it dips like this, this is a clear sign of depression. That's what it means, depression. But it's replaced by this line coming from inside the lifeline, and it moves on strong. That's what happens here. One other point I want to make here. Look at where it starts or originates from. This area here is Mars. And what does Mars mean? Any line originating from the Mars line or mount of Mars speaks of fighting spirit, energy, and aggression. It being the headline, this person expects opposition and confrontation and is rarely disappointed. This gives the person the fighting spirit to remain undefeated and undeterred. A headline coming from the Mars area is motivated toward proving people wrong with the attitude or the thinking of, I'll show them, and indicates a shoot and ask questions later type of approach, especially when the headline is curved. Let's see, is this curved? Yes, it is. So the person may be down, but that strength coming from the Mars line keeps them sharp in that aspect. The body is like tired, is beginning to heal. Thank goodness for the Mars. Okay? Now, let's take a look here at the fate line. This is a fate line, and this is a fate line, as I told you. Okay? Now, the fate line starts to get better in the late 20s. Since this area of the palm in the center of the headline, it starts over here and it ends somewhere over here, but at the center point, that's age 35. So late 20s, this could be somewhere between 26, 27, 28, 29, back here, not 29 up that close, but maybe around 28, when they were able to go back to work, or they feel strong enough to continue the old schedule. Okay? So the health is recovering and they can get back on track. But later on, you have these crossing bars presented, and this means problems at work or conflict with co-workers, and with force prompted them to maybe go it alone. Since they're still working, doesn't mean they're working at the same job. They may be inspired, well, since I can't get along with these people, I'm going to start my own business. So we see people who have this situation. That's not totally rare. Okay? So that's what we have on this one. I just placed the heart line here, and we have a little stress here, obstacles, but it gets better. And I want to also finish up with this health line. It's really serious here, but these indicate the health is so much better, but there's still little issues they always have to continue taking care of. Okay? All right. That ends our discussion of this analysis. Next week, we probably will be doing analysis, but maybe we will see. Give a thumbs up if you understood the lesson and you liked it. Share, and of course, subscribe. Thanks for watching. By all means, stay safe continuously and be happy. Bye.